Because consistency compounds. And this is why I don't have time. And this is why the enemy is after your consistency. Numbers chapter 20, verse number 6 says, Moses and Aaron went from the assembly to the entrance of the tent of meeting and fell face down. And the glory of the Lord appeared to them. The Lord said to Moses, take the staff, you and your brother Aaron, and gather the assembly together. Speak to that rock. Somebody say, speak. Okay, speak to that rock before their eyes. They need to see you speak. And it, meaning the rock, will pour out water. You will bring water out of the rock for the community so that they and their livestock can drink. So Moses took the staff from the Lord's presence, just as he commanded him. He and Aaron gathered the assembly together in front of the rock. And Moses said to them, listen, you rebels. Must we bring you water out of this rock? Then Moses raised his arm and struck the rock. Wait a minute. God said, speak. Moses struck. Some of you thinking, PD, give him a break. It was an accident. He struck the rock twice with this staff. But water gushed out, and the community and the livestock drank. But the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, because you did not trust in me enough to honor me as holy in the sight of Israel, you will not bring this community into the land that I give them. I want to stop reading right there, and I want to use as a subject for today's sermon, this is my last nerve. This is my last. Clap your hands if you believe God's going to speak to us in our time together today. Family, as I was preparing for this presentation on today, I remembered a book that I read several years ago that uniquely impacted my perspective on progress. And the name of the book was called The Compound Effect. And the compound effect, family, is simply a principle that suggests where small, consistent actions or changes, when repeated over time, can lead to significant and exponential results. One more time. Small, consistent actions or changes over time can lead to significant and exponential results. One more time. Small, come on, consistent actions or changes, when repeated over time, can lead to significant and exponential. I don't know if you know what I mean when I say exponential. Even if you're not clear on what exponential is, you need to be excited about exponential, because whether you know it or not, all of us want God to do something exponentially in our life. Come on and talk to me. Yeah, see, when God does it exponentially, it's not addition. When God does it exponentially, it's multiplication. It's when he says you are no longer in the season of adding. You have stepped into the season of multiplying. And I want to know, am I talking to anyone that's believing God is getting ready to multiply You didn't talk back to me like you believed it. That he's getting ready to multiply joy, multiply opportunities, multiply strength, multiply favor, multiply your team, multiply your money, multiply your mind. Exponential. But you don't experience exponential pursuing exponential. Small, consistent actions or changes over time lead to significant and exponential results. This book revolutionized my perspective on progress because it showed me you don't experience drastic changes by pursuing drastic changes. That you experience drastic changes by implementing small changes and maintaining those small changes consistently over a period of time, then your consistency compounds. And you look up and you step into a season of multiplication and you don't even know it. You look up and you got skill sets and you didn't even know you were this skilled. You look up and you done messed around and got good at something and you don't even know how you got good. You look up and you've messed around and you've got stronger and you don't even know where this strength came from. It was an exponential experience because consistency compounds. And those who understand and embrace this principle understand that I may not be able to change my destination overnight, but I can change my direction. I can't change my spiritual state tomorrow, but I can change my spiritual disciplines today. And if I change my spiritual disciplines today, it's going to change my spiritual state one day. Can't change my relationship overnight, but we can change the way we start treating each other today. And if we change the way we start treating each other today, it's going to change our relationship tomorrow. I can't change my body overnight, but I can change what I'm putting in it today. And if I keep changing what I'm putting in it and keep it up consistently, I'll look up and it'll change my body. It's the compound effect. And when the devil can't stop you and I from doing the right thing, his next step is to try to get us to do the right thing the wrong way. If he can't keep you, Numbers 13, with a grasshopper mentality where you're small-minded, what he will do is, when he can't stop you from wanting to do big things, he'll try to get you and I to do big things the wrong way. And you don't do big things trying to do big things. You do big things by doing small things consistently over a period of time, and that gives you the capability to do big things. And I'm telling you today that if you are willing to do small things like they big things, you'll hit a season where you can do big things like they small things. I said if you're willing to do small things like they big things, then you'll hit a season where you can do big things like they small things. If you are willing to do small things like they big things, you'll hit a season where you can do big things like they small things. If you are willing to take care of the lion and the bear when nobody's looking, then you'll be able to knock down Goliath when everybody's looking. Because consistency compounds. And this is why I don't have time. And this is why the enemy is after your consistency. I'm doing a teaching I'm doing a teaching this Saturday on Super Saturday with people who are in the parking team and the host team and some of our other teams on spiritual warfare, because I want us as a church to demystify spiritual warfare, because the Bible says when we are ignorant of Satan's devices, he has an advantage over us. So some of us are looking for him in big things, and you don't see the warfare in small things. We don't see that our struggle with consistency is an indication of warfare, that the enemy is fighting you in areas you don't even call the enemy. You just think it's a habit. You just think it's a hang-up. You just think it's an issue. And I'm not trying to over-spiritualize it, but it's a devil who doesn't want you to be consistent. So he fights you tooth and nail because he knows if you ever get consistent, he's after it.